do. Let me say that I do. Hey, I'm
Yeah, what up? How you doing?
doing good. How you doing? I don't know if you can see my head. My head kind of cut off a little bit.
No, I got you. You all in
You got
frame.
okay. How you doing, Mr. Antoine? What's going on,
Not too much, man. Not too much.
man? You
How
know I
you
got.
doing?
I'm doing good. I just had a birthday. My birthday just passed on Sunday.
Wait, hold
So
on. So, birthday
yes,
and anniversary.
yes, today's the anniversary of my show. So I got a lot
Well,
going on this whole week.
yes, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And happy birthday. So, your birthday was what?
August
July?
1st. No,
August
August
1st?
1st. Yes.
Oh, man, okay.
Yeah, Team Leo. I'm Leo season. It's all Leos all day.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I gotta look. I gotta big on my Leo people. We come in, come hard.
All right, happy belated, though. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But before I do get started, I need to introduce you. Well,
Okay.
introduce myself. Well, before I do anything, I want to wish myself a happy anniversary. Y'all, today is the 1 year anniversary of my show. I see all y'all in the comments. Thank y'all so much for showing me so much love and supporting me through this past year since we've been in 2020 in this crazy pandemic. So thank you guys so much. But I need to, guys, introduce this R&B legend that's right in front of me. I got an
Oh, no, I
R&B
wouldn't say all
legend.
that. No,
Oh, I'm gonna say
I
all that
wouldn't
because I
say
gotta
no
make sure
R&B
you are
legend.
introduced properly, okay?
All right. I
I
appreciate
have,
it, though.
anytime. I have the Grammy Award singer, songwriter, producer, the one, the only Antoine B.A.M. Macon. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
What? Look, your resume is nothing to play with. Nothing to
Oh
play
man,
with.
it ain't that yo, it ain't that yo, even when my guy Art, my manager, he
Uh-huh.
told me that about the interview and stuff. And I'm looking at your I'm going through your page. I'm like, yo, she got some some for real legends on here. Now I don't know if I can yo.
What? Well, before we do get started, I need to congratulate you, sir, because your song Dilemma hit 1 billion views. I gotta big you up for that. So congratulations on that.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I'm just a small part of that record, but yeah, that's a big look right there. That's a
Anybody that has that name on any line of note, you are really, really made a game changer in R&B history. And I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
I appreciate that for real.
Yes, yes. But here with today, we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of Miss Toya, the self-titled debut album, 20 years. Can you believe it?
And that is crazy. I don't know if yo, that's crazy.
How do you feel it's been 20 years now?
I don't know if I should feel old or good. Nah, but no, I feel good, man. It's good to
Yeah,
see something that you was a part of.
yeah.
You know, it still, you know what I'm saying. It's a good sound. You know what I'm saying. It's something that still people still listen to, or you know what I'm saying. And you can listen to it today and say like, yo, that shit jamming. You know what I'm saying.
What? Yeah,
Yeah,
I had tagged you today earlier of those people doing those reels and stuff. You had a whole
yeah, and
teacher.
that stuff like that amazes me, man. 20 years later, you still see people doing stuff like that, and you know, to you, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm trying to get another record, but you
Right.
kind of forget that, yo, you did some shit that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So, but to see
Yeah.
stuff like that is crazy.
Man,
Yeah,
you had a whole teacher. She had a whole planner about how the way she was gonna plan her stuff using Toya songs. So I just thought, like, wait a minute, hold up.
yeah,
You
that's
got
dope.
teachers
You know
doing
what I'm
y'all.
saying?
You
Yo,
got
how
teachers
you
using
can
your
touch and
song.
reach people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you never know. You never
yeah.
know.
You never know. And I just have to respect you because your impact is so huge and just so timeless in this R&B industry. I just had to give you your flowers on my platform. So before we do get started, I want to ask you, how have you been dealing since the pandemic? Since when this, I guess, quote unquote pandemic? I don't know if it's post or going back, but how
Right.
have
I
you
don't
been
know what.
doing?
I don't know what's this. Is it the post pre to something? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing
Right,
good, man. Just trying to stay healthy. That's it for real. That's
right.
all you can do now. I mean, you never know what to expect. You know, one minute you think it's going left, and then they switch it up. Now it's like, okay, you know, is it worse than what it was, or you know? So I don't know, man. I'm just trying to stay healthy. That's all.
Right. Well, I'm
Trying
happy
to
you
keep my
staying healthy.
distance.
Well, I'm happy you staying healthy and coming out with some bangers because I'm just so excited just to celebrate this album with you. Like, it's just so crazy. It's been 20 years. The first time I heard Toy was actually in late 2000. So I heard I Do in late 2000. I think it was like a
Mhm.
regional thing. A lot of states got the song before the album dropped, which I thought was so dope. So just to see that, you know, this album came out 20 years ago in 2001, but I heard it in late 2000, it just goes to show you that it's just timeless. And I'm just really proud to just honor her and honor you just for today on this R&B album. That's a classic, for real.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's a dope record. So and Toya, yeah, man, she a dope artist too, man. You know, I met her through, I want to say T Love
Mm.
at the time, and I don't know if he was managing her or she was just part of his company.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we gotta but before we do get started about how you got to tour, we gotta introduce talk about your history and who you are as a person. So I know
Okay.
you are from the St. Louis,
Yeah.
Missouri. Oh man, my best friend of 15 years, she's from St. Louis, so I know all about y'all up and down.
Oh, you ever visit?
I've never visited St. Louis. No, I have not. But I know my
Oh
best
man.
friend one day I'm gonna have to come because you know she goes there all the time to visit her nieces and nephews. So
Right.
I know you're from St. Louis,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to ask you, how was it like growing up in St. Louis, and how did you get your inspiration, love for R&B music?
Oh, growing up, well, St. Louis. I'm originally from East St. Louis,
Okay.
so which is like across the water. So I'm originally from East St. Louis, Illinois,
Okay.
but you know, a lot of people just St. Louis, you know. Um, but yeah, I'm originally from over there. So growing up over there was kind of rough. You know, it's
Mm.
rough everywhere. So you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just, you know, once you in one hood is down there, pretty much like all of them. So you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was kind of rough growing up. Um, Me and my mom's in the beginning. Then you know, I got two younger brothers. So I mean, it was cool though. I got by. You know, went to school, did my thing. So yeah. And as
Mm.
far as what you say, how did I get off into R&B?
Yeah, like what was your inspiration? Like what made you kind of like understand about your love for R&B? Like who were people that you inspired to do R&B music?
No, I just love listening to music. I couldn't go to sleep without it. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I had to wake up listening to it. You know, you're on the phone with your crush or whatever, you playing the music through the phone. So I wasn't never really growing up. I wasn't really thinking about becoming a producer or anything. I just love music. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna hoop. I thought I was gonna go to college and hoop or something, or at least college. You know, but I just love music, period.
Yeah.
So I guess it all started from just my love of listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So by doing that, like I guess like you're talking about, you know, you were kind of into sports and then doing the music thing. Like, how did you kind of get involved? Like, did you start your thing in producing, or did you want to sing, or how did that come about with your producing skills and stuff?
No, I just wanted to write. I just used to
Mm.
like to write, whether it was a poem or anything. I just like to write. Um, and I had this one friend named Clint, and he was a musician. So he used to do like gigs and stuff at different little events. So I
Mm.
took him to some event he had out this in St. Louis at the time, and he was playing, and I was like, "Yo, that's dope." You know, I wanna learn how to do that. So you know, I just started messing around on the keyboard. You know, I'm still not a musician, a great musician, and nothing like that. But you know, I just got the ear for certain things. Um,
Mm.
so it pretty much started from there. But just in the beginning, I just loved to write. I was just a writer, and
Mm.
then I bumped into when I actually moved to St. Louis. I bumped into my good friend at the time. His name was Ryan Bowser, which is the other producer on the record.
Yeah.
So me and him became real close, and it just really started from there. You know, I just did a lot of writing. You know, he made a lot of tracks at the time, and you know, I just used to write to him. So that's that.
Mm. Okay, so with that, like, did you like start to when you got with Ryan? Did you like get your publishing deal? Like, did y'all get through that? Like, with that doing your writing craft and stuff like that, and he was a producer, and you were the writer.
No, it wasn't even like that. I mean, it was a grind in the beginning. Um, it was just a real grind. We didn't actually. I still never got a pub deal or nothing.
What?
Nah, I never got a pub deal. I think he might have at a certain point,
Uh huh.
but I still never got a pub deal. We did one on the Dilemma record. That was about it.
Mhm.
But nah, I never did a pub deal. It was just more of us just doing records,
Mhm.
um, you know, writing and producing, doing records, and just basically trying to shop records to different artists.
Mhm.
So we never went to a publishing company, and you know, sometimes people do it like that. You go to a publishing company, get you a deal, Now they put you in a place where, okay, we mess with these specific artists, or we're gonna take these records and shop them for you. We were more of the just out trying to get it ourselves. So we never had anyone just to come in and just, all right, yeah, we're gonna help y'all do this and do this. But you know, it was pretty much just us grinding.
Right. So with the grinding, did it kind of teach you like to prepare yourself for the industry? Like you just learning how to do your songwriting and, just understanding, just, creating your craft. And with that, how did you get involved with Toya? Like, was it around that time, like you and Ryan got together, or did y'all get with Nelly first and then get with Toya?
No, it was, well, we knew Nelly first. Well, actually, Nelly, all the same lunatics. Me and City Spud, we were like best friends, which is one of the same lunatics, Nelly, little brother. But we knew them first. So we all started off in the same studio. And then, now this was a long time ago, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, I know 20 years ago, you got to go back.
Yeah. But we all started off in the same studio, basically. Yeah. And when Nelly got his deal, T-Love at the time was managing him. And T-Love had a R&B act. He knew me and Ryan did R&B music. That was kind of our thing back then.
Right.
We did R&B stuff. So if I can recall, it was more of, yo, Bam, I got this R&B artist. I want you to do your thing with it. So that's how I met Toya. So it kind of went from there.
So, okay. Yeah. So with Toya, like you introducing to Toya, she got with Arista. So like, how did that come about? Like her getting her, well, I don't know if you know how she got a record deal, but like with Arista, and how did you get with that count on her first album?
I think like when T-Love, I don't know if I can't remember I believe we did records on her. From what, if I can remember right, it was more like we did a demo on her. He took the demo to them, and I think they kind of felt like, Nelly was St. Louis popping. Oh, now we got a female artist from St. Louis. She might just jump off. You know what I'm saying? Right. St. Louis kind of hot right now, so maybe we can just, I think that's how that went.
Yeah, that kind of make. Yeah, I'm sorry. What you were saying?
Oh no, that's how they did. But that's how we met. I think that's how the whole thing went down, and I think that's how they ended up over at Arista. More of a we got a artist from St. Louis now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, yeah, I'm kind of thinking too, because I remember when Country Grammar took off, that was huge in 2000. So I remember when that train was going on in St. Louis, it's like y'all were making a huge way. So like for Nelly to kind of be like y'all guiding force to getting artists out there, it was kind of huge at the time. Looking back at it now, like Nelly was kind of like the gateway for, okay, hey, I'm making my way through. Hey, come on with the next artist. I mean, I got St. Louis they coming out with some stuff. Boom. Then you got Toya coming out with her stuff. I mean, I feel like, St. Louis was making a huge way in the music industry. So looking back at it, it's like, yeah, I do remember at the time, Nelly was that dude that was really just dominating the charts back then. Right. But then you get Toya out here. She coming out here with this song called I Do. I'm like, wait a minute. This is something. Yeah. It was used to, and then, y'all representing for St. Louis, with the gear and stuff. I just really thought it was dope. So looking back,
it had that St. Louis, it had that bounce to it. So it's like, yo, okay, this kind of familiar. This might be y'all thing out there. So yeah, we can probably make this happen. Yeah. So I believe that's how that went down.
Yeah. Oh Lord, you got some people from England up in here. What? Look. Hey,
what's up, England?
They is out here representing. Let's go.
That's the dirty truth.
Right. No. But yeah, like I said though, Antoine, like it's just really just dope how the way, like I liked how you said with that transition, like for Nelly to start off everything and for Toya to come out with her first album. Like, how did it feel starting making the first album and that process? Because you were part of 6 of her tracks.
Yeah, I mean that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's we was grinding so much, and to finally feel like, yo, we got the opportunity to kind of show our talent, to do our thing. That was real big. Because it can get real discouraging, in the beginning. Yeah. So, and then you busting your ass trying to do this, you grinding, you're not really seeing any money or any placements come about. So for Love to reach out and to make that happen, and we was a part of that, that was a big deal.
Wow. So I wanted to ask you, like, how was it making I Do? Because shout out to Toya. She kind of chimed in today on the comments. Thank you, Toya.
Yeah, she could have had everybody on here, man.
I would have cut up. You know, I would have cut up because I want to see St. Louis represented. My best friend of 15 years for St. Louis. So when I see the
Yeah,
St. Louis people cut up, y'all deep. Y'all deep as ever. So I know how y'all
yeah.
roll.
So that's what I was saying. Like, I'm such a small part of that album. You know, we did do the single, but you know what I'm saying. You know, it'd have been dope to have all of them on here.
Well, you know what? In all honesty, either small or not, you still made an impact. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Mhm.
why no matter anybody I interview, it could be one or multiple people, y'all. I just feel like with y'all alone, y'all made a huge impact. And I think a lot of people don't give St. Louis a lot of credit. You know what I'm saying? And, just alone, just to see what y'all did for Toya with I Do, she was talking about how she, wrote the song, but y'all came in with this beat and
Mhm.
just pretty much made something that was really gravitating to her. So, I
Right.
just thought it was really dope.
Yeah, it was a dope collab. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think we all meshed pretty good with
Mm.
me and Ryan's sound and
Yeah.
her writing skill, and she had a team. She had a cousin also that managed her named
Yeah.
Harold Guy. He was a big part of the writing. So yeah, I think we just had a dope team back then. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we just put something together that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, was it nice? I mean, you had all the little kids my age. I was 11 years old when it dropped. And when I heard this, I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? It was a very infectious beat, but not even that. You could tell it was hip hop, but you could tell it was going to be a pop song. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And with that, it's like, damn, like, y'all coming out with a straight banger. And I was like, wow. And I want to read some quotes to you, Bam, because I Do is a big record. And I don't know how big you know it, but like I said, I found 3 articles in Billboard of how big this record was. And I want to let you know this.
Okay, yeah. Let me check that.
Okay. So in April 2001, I don't know if you know this in Billboard, it was a chart called the most played clips of the broadcast data system. So they had a top 50 of BET's most played songs. Toy was on that list.
Oh,
She
for
was
real?
ranked number 33. Yes.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope.
It was really dope. It was huge. And it was another article. I love this article in November 2001 called The Singles Minded. And they was talking about Toya's song I Do. They said the song was a huge record at the time when the
Mhm.
album was released. And sometimes how with the songs they go up and down, up and down. They talk about it fluctuate, but they said at this time in November when Toya's song I Do hit, it rebounded from 23 to 18. So it jumped 5 spots.
Oh, that's
That
dope.
alone right there, they said the song, it climbed so fast, they said that the sales hit 28,000. Not even that alone, it hit number 2 on the Hot 100.
Yeah, that's dope.
And that was
Some of the stuff
huge.
I was keeping up with, but stuff you
Right.
read now, like I didn't know a lot.
No, it was huge. And then even with that in October, the month before, they said that in 2001 that the track gained like 7.5 million listeners in 1 week.
No, for
They
real?
said in November, yeah. They said in
Okay.
November, they said he gained 4.5 million.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
And with that in total, it carried 50 million in 2001. That's how many listeners you had listening to I Do.
Oh, that's what's up. And like you
Hmm.
never know. Like you never
You
know. Like you
never
do
know.
something, and you never know the impact that it can have. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you had the broadcast data system Nielsen in May of 2002. They awarded this song because it had so many spins. It had so many
Mhm.
spins. It was almost at 250,000.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's how big that record was. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it did hit number 1 on Billboard Heat Seekers, which I really thought was dope. And then regardless of it not being such a big album at the time for her, even though it was like not up there to the top 10, it still hit Billboard 200, which I was really proud of because I feel like if you can hit the charts, you making wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for her, even though she dropped only 2 singles, it still was a huge record for her at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It was. Yeah. It
it
definitely was.
was.
Yeah.
And
No, go ahead. I'm so
no,
sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
no, no. You go, because like I said, that's all I had pretty much it. And just like for it alone right there to hit number 1, it goes to show you that Toy was making some waves. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like sometimes people they call people one-hit wonders and stuff like that. It wasn't the point that she was a one-hit wonder. The thing about it is, I feel like her drive and her move maybe sometimes may not have been a big force, but I feel like with I Do, it was just a big force for her to get recognized for her talent because the girl can sing. She can
Oh
really
yeah,
blow.
she can. Fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? I give it to her. She dope. Yeah.
She's very dope. And I just feel like, when I seen all this, I was like, wow, you and Ryan did something that was so huge. A lot of people don't understand. I Do was a huge record. You know what I'm saying? It was a summer classic.
Wait. Now I think I was reading. How old were you at this time?
11.
You was jamming too.
Was
You was
I?
jamming
Yes, I
too.
was.
That's what's up.
But it goes to show you that I catch on to things real quick. But not even that. I just love people that can sing and that
Uh-huh.
really is harmony with their vocals. And I know Toya can blow. And my
Right.
favorite song off this album is "Moving On." Even though that was by Soul Shocking them, I feel like her voice really, really is angelic, but it's so beautiful. But not even that. I wish they would have got this as a singer because I feel like it would have crossed her over.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
those guys dope too. I heard a lot about them around that time,
Oh yeah.
and then when they started working together, I'm like, yo, that shit. You know what I'm saying? It could take it to another level. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like we can. I mean, I can't take from Ryan. Like Ryan is one of the dopest producers I know
Ooh.
now. You know what I'm saying? So some of the stuff we was doing, I feel like we could have went anywhere with music.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just we was kind of focused on the sound.
Yeah.
So, but when they got that sound and she started working with them, I'm like, yo, that shit, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely knew that what we added to it, and then the producer she started working with, the level of music that they were gonna put to it, I just felt like, yo, she gonna have a jamming project. This shit gonna be dope.
Yeah, but how did you feel like, my question, how did you feel like how big the song came? Because I remember it being played on MTV, pop, hip hop, it was played everywhere. So how did you feel when the song did become successful and gain all that momentum?
I mean, I can't even explain it. You know, like I said, when you do something for so long and then it start getting to the point where you feel like, yo, this shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna yo, let me just go and let me go back to work. So, but you know, when you finally do get that break or that placement, and then the record turns out to be as big as it is,
Yeah.
yo, I mean, you can't even describe that feeling. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you just feel like, all right, we here now. We'll be, you know what I'm saying? We in the door now. Let's get it. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I don't even think it's a word that you can. It's just that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But I do feel though, in a way, the way it broke out for Toy was it was a summer anthem for us because for that song to do what it did and for it to reach my age group and you know people on it as adults, it goes to show you that you were making a hit. And I love the video. The video was so dope. I love the little Michael Jackson breakdown and all that
Right.
stuff. It was just really tight. Like I
Yeah.
love the sound that y'all did for it because that's something that we was not used to. Like that's like where did the sound come from? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what we was trying to get. Well, that's what we were shooting for, trying to give a
Right.
sound that the world didn't really have yet. You know what I'm saying, at the time, yeah.
Right. And I'm just really proud of you. That's why I said for Toya to do what she did on this album. And not even that, you had T.I. on there. Nobody knows about T.I. at the time. So he was on there.
Right.
Loon was on there.
Loon
like
was
y'all
on there, that's my
really
guy.
had
Yeah.
on Book of Love. I mean,
Yeah.
a song that you did, like, you know, these are like classic hits that a lot of people may not understand, but I love album cuts, so album cuts are like my favorite. But with that being said, it goes to show you that, you know, Toya was making way for herself, but not even if she was making way for other people. Like T.I. was about to get ready to break through. Loon was about to get ready to break through. So like I feel like what this album did for her was she was a driving force for not only her career, but she helped a lot of other people's career too, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, so that's why like I said, man, I gotta give you your flowers for this. Like this is a classic. Like
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Man, I got almost 500 views about to get ready to interview for this because people love this song so much, you know?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and you know what? I listened to the album today, and I was like, yo, this shit was really jamming.
It was.
Yeah. I hadn't listened to it in a while. You know, sometimes you do music and it just kind of sit and you don't listen for a while. So I was like, yo, well, let me go back and listen to this album. You know, and I just laid down and listened to it for a while. I'm like, yo, this shit was jamming for real.
It was. Yeah. It was. I love No Matter What. I do like that, even though that was the second single. But I just wish she would have had a third single. If she would have had that third single, I think it would have been a huge push for her. And I feel like a ballad that Moving On probably would have kind of hit through, you know?
Yeah, that was your jam, huh?
Oh, was it? Like, I remember being in a heartbreak relationship. You know, you learn how to let go and let
Look
God.
at her. You was 11. Who was breaking your heart at 11?
I mean, no, not like that. But I mean, you learn. I mean, look. Hey, you had Usher right along with y'all. I mean, he had You Got It Bad. So I mean, today is the anniversary of his album. So like this one right there, y'all were competing with that too. But I feel like it was so dope because I love to see my black artists really unite on the charts. And I just love to see y'all just come through and just come and make waves. And I mean, the Ozzy Brothers, they came out with Eternal. You know what I'm saying? With Contagious. I feel like, you know, this was a plethora of artists that were coming through. I just had Eric Seitz on my show. He was the producer of Rock the Boat for Aaliyah.
Yeah. So I watched that, yeah.
Oh, you did? Thank you.
Yeah,
And I just felt like at that time, I started thinking back, I was like, wow, every producer had its own sound. It was not the same. And that's what I love about all you guys. Like, my favorite producer is Rodney Jerkins. I can tell what Rodney Jerkins' sound is. I can tell Eric Seats' sound. You know what I'm saying? I can tell all these producers' sounds, but the thing about it is it's not alike. It's so different. And that's what I love about all you guys. You know what I'm saying? I love producers. Like, producers are my favorite people. I love songwriters too, but something about the sound and the beat kind of gets, you know, people moving, but not even that. It kind of really gravitates to a lot of people and it touches the soul, you know?
I mean, for you, what you do? You sing, you write? Like,
I don't know. No, I don't do all that. Look,
you just love it.
I just love it. I'm just like a historian. I'm more like a person that just loves to. Oh, what's up? Do you know I got so? Hey guys, I'm a person that loves R&B music. I'm a historian. I love to look into albums and just understand about liner notes, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have any music. I
appreciate that.
And my thing is, it's like when I think about like a lot of people who really changed the game, I love, you know, Brandy is my #1 favorite artist ever. But right. But at the same time, is who is behind her music and her pen.
Right.
And so there's people, like I said, I love songwriters too, but with that, there's a sound that comes with everything. You get what I'm saying? And definitely. For me, I just have to really understand and sit back. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, I love artists, but it's somebody that's really, really making the sound and making these people have these timeless hits, you know?
Right. Yeah, and I appreciate people like you, you know what I'm saying, to look at all of that instead of just looking at, oh, such and such is a dope artist.
Yeah.
And not really giving the just due to the people that's kind of behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, like my friends from the R&B representatives, I got 90s Mood, my friend Darius from No Goofy Shit. Like, we all are kind of like the conglomerate of R&B historians that like to give back to our, you know, our R&B producers, our songwriters, our singers. But at the same time, we want to give back to people that really made a way for music, regardless of whatever, you know, standpoint you are, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I love about you guys. But, you know, y'all my peoples. I got to support y'all 100%, you know? But yeah, I definitely am so proud of you. So, but I do want to talk to you about your catalog, sir, because like I said, congratulations on The Dilemma that hit 1 billion views. I mean, and the reason why I feel like it hit 1 billion views in all honesty, because I don't know if you had seen this. Did you see this old couple that had sung at a karaoke bar?
At a karaoke? Yeah, I saw that.
That had me cracking up laughing, but it goes to show you, like, people that's old is still singing Dilemma. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, it was dope. I just loved it. I died laughing, but I just really thought it was dope that the lady was singing Kelly part and the man was singing Nelly part. It had, oh God, it was hilarious. But not even that, you did one of my favorite songs that nobody talks about.
What's that?
And I wish Monica would have played it on Versus, but she didn't. Is that Don't Gotta Go Home. That is my jam. Oh my God. Yes, rest in peace to DMX. How was it like? Do you have a story about like how was it like working with DMX?
I mean, it ain't nothing crazy or nothing. You know, DMX is just X. You know what I'm saying? He just came in, did his thing. I just remember he was trying to get. I think he had a thing with the number 7 at the time. So he was trying to get 7 tracks for $7,000 a piece. I think he said at the time.
Oh, wow.
I don't really know his history or who he's involved with. I made his wife may have been named 7. Then he broke down his address. His address had 7s in it. So it was like, okay. So it just, you know, I mean, it's a great energy. He was a great energy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy, but yeah, it was a dope session.
Man, I heard that song. I had Monica's album After the Storm. And I just feel like it was just a beautiful record. I wish, you know, it would have got, you know, played. But, you know, no matter what, I love it because it was just so dope, even though it was like a side chick song. But I love it because Monica's voice and, you know, DMX on there, you know, talk about, you know, his stuff. I just really thought it was dope just to see that, even though it was like a slow tempo beat. You get what I'm saying? But I just really love that. And I just love, man, you done so many hits. I mean, you got some classes under your belt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for Dilemma, you replaced Nelly's song at #1. You know what I'm saying? With Hot in Here at 12 weeks. Like, I know that was like a great feeling for you.
Oh, yeah, that was a dope feeling. I actually hung out with Pharrell a little bit after that.
What?
Like, we're not cool or nothing. We just happened I bumped into him in New York. So I think it was something dealing with Nelly, and then we may have spoke. But then again, it was months later. We just happened to be in No, but I said that to say that he congratulated me, like, yo, that was a dope record. And like, you know what I'm saying? We went through that whole thing.
Man.
But we bumped into each other in Florida and Miami, and we were on South Beach, and we ended up, I just hollered out, yo, for real, I kind of introduced myself so he could remember, like, yo, I'm the guy that said, I did this, I did that. And he's like, oh, yeah, what's up? So we just got to walk, and we ended up trying to go into this club called Bed. That was on South Beach, a popping club at the time.
Right.
And so we just standing outside. I'm standing out for real, and they in the club playing. I want to say the song he did for Jay-Z. Was it "I'm a Hustler, Babe"?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So they in there jamming that,
Give it to me.
and
Yeah.
security got us at the rope, like wouldn't let us in. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And I'm looking at this dude like, yo, that's this man's song, and y'all jamming too.
Right.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
excuse me.
Y'all ain't gonna let him in, but yeah, they wouldn't let us in. So we just stayed out there for a minute.
Oh no!
But it was crazy. I when you said that, it just made me think of that. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you did one of my other favorite songs too that a lot of people don't talk about, that my cousin used to play all the time when I was growing up in high school, was "My Baby" with Bow Wow and Jagged Edge.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my God.
That was
He played that every time I was over his house, and he was a 30-some-year-old man playing that song. That was a jam.
That record was crazy because we actually did the record. I got a version of the record that ain't nobody ever heard.
What?
We originally did that record with Usher.
Wait a minute. Hold up. That was Usher's record?
No, it was Bow Wow's record.
Okay, it was Bow Wow.
The first person that recorded it was Usher. So it was going to be a Bow Wow and Usher record.
Usher record. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that shit would have been, that shit was crazy.
Man.
But it was a thing where, now I don't know how true this is, but at the time, Usher was trying to sign us. So I guess the deal wasn't going how it should have, or the lawyer I had at the time didn't feel like it was a good deal. So it seemed like, I'm not saying this is what happened. It just seemed like when the deal didn't go through, it seemed like all of a sudden the label was like, yo, told Usher that he couldn't do the record, or they didn't want him on the record. But I just always felt like, okay, since we didn't sign with you, all right, you gotta. But it could have been a whole, you know what I'm saying? It could have been. It just, what it felt like to me was like, okay, now that we not doing the deal, you took yourself off the record. But yeah, it was a dope record. Yeah.
Yeah,
I still jam that version till this day.
Oh, man! One day I want to listen to it, whatever y'all ever released it, because I think that's dope. I mean, but I love Jagged Edge too, because for you to put a group on there with Bow Wow, I mean, even though the Social Death Connection and stuff, and I know at the time Bow Wow was with, another label, but for that alone right there was really dope just to hear that, and I just love the video, and it was great.
Yeah, it was a dope record, but even with that, I mean, we really didn't have anything to do with that. That was just a label. After we did it with Usher, we did it with Mario.
That's my husband. Look.
So I guess the label heard the record and they was like, Bow Wow. I think they was trying to take Bow Wow too. He was kind of growing up, so they tried to take him.
He was.
So they was like, Bow Wow and Mario on the same record is just still too young. Still got that version of the record. It's jamming too.
Oh my God! So you gonna release these?
No. After Mario, they then recorded the record with Genuine.
Oh my God!
They felt like it was too old, so I'm like, all right. At this point, whatever y'all do with the record, it's whatever. And I guess a little while after that, they sent us a record with Jagged Edge on there, and I'm like, yo, if y'all like it, we love it. Run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they used to play it on 106 Park every day. I think I remember it too, being #1 for a couple of times. I remember that. It was a dope record. Like I said, my cousin, he's obsessed with that song. He has the whole album.
Yeah, a lot of people was looking for that sound. Like after we did Dilemma, a lot of labels was kind of like, yo, can you do us a Dilemma, or can we get a beat like that? And it was just kind of easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of one of those things. But it was a dope record. I love the record.
Man, I know y'all excited for next year. Nellyville finna be 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lord, y'all gonna cut up. I already know.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those records where, it's timeless for real.
Very timeless, and that's why I'm so proud of you. And like I said, I have to give you your flowers as well. But I want to ask you, since I talked to you about all these classic timeless hits that you made, what is the key to making a hit record? And if you know that, what is your favorite hit from your catalog?
I don't know that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, because when we did Dilemma, I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you kind of familiar with Nelly's first album.
Yeah, Country
Uh,
Grammar. Oh yeah.
he had a song on there called "Don't Stop Ever Loving Me."
Mm.
But
I have to
anyway,
listen to that back.
yeah, it was a it kind of like a fill-in
Yeah.
little record. I thought Dilemma was just gonna be a song that just, all right, it's a cool record. You know what I'm saying? It was just gonna be a filler.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought that it was gonna do what it did. You know what I'm saying?
Man, when I heard
So,
that, when I heard that in Louisiana, and we heard that every day, I was like, it's a hit.
yeah,
It's a hit.
oh, I want to get off topic, man.
Oh no, no.
Let's stay where we at. I mean, we was
Right, right.
talking
You good.
about.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, you
come
good.
on.
I love how you're doing it because it's incorporating your sound and what you're talking about with the hit. So, like you said, with that, with Dilemma and stuff like that, like, what is your key? You're saying that, with that, yeah, everybody wanted that, but what do you feel the key of making a hit record is, or what do you think?
Um, I mean, from records that we know of, I can
Mm-hmm.
go off of that. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't sit here and was like, yo, I'm about to make a hit. I just can't cut this on and just, oh yeah, that's a hit. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
can't do that. I could just sit down and make something I love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And even with Dilemma, Ryan was in the back messing around. I was
Yeah.
playing Tetris at the time. You know what I'm saying? And it just turned out to be what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was the last record he did, the last record that got mixed, the last record that was mastered. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things where almost didn't make the album. You know what I'm saying?
I heard. I was upset. Nelly
So
tripping.
yeah, I gave him about 4 beat CDs.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? With at least anywhere from 8 to 10 track, 8 to 11, 12 tracks on there.
Right.
And he wasn't picking none of them. So when you say, what's the key to making a hit? I thought one of them other tracks was hit. You know what I'm saying? I thought we made some hits.
Right.
It just wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I had met him out in Nashville.
Yeah.
They had a concert with Destiny Child at the time. And I got on the tour bus. I'm like, bro, I done gave you like tracks. Like, what's up? He's like, oh man, they dope, but they just not. I got this, I got that. I'm just looking for a certain something.
Mm.
I'm like, all right. And he still hadn't heard Dilemma track yet. So it was like one morning, he called me. It was like 2:00. Hey, yo, this track right here. He played it over the phone. I'm like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna get you a flight at 6 a.m. I'm like, all right. But it was the last CD I gave him. I told my lawyer,
Wow.
I was like, yo, man, I'm not giving him another track. And my lawyer's like, man, you got to be consistent. You got to this, you got to do that. You know how many times I get up and I go in these offices and I do this and do that? I'm like, all right, man. But the last CD I gave him, he was like, yo, this the one right here. So maybe we need to ask Nelly what's the key to a hit, because he heard it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
He was right here. So I don't know, man. I just try to do stuff that I love and hope everybody else loves it.
Man, and like I said, and to put my girl Kelly Rowland on there, I mean, it just was like the icing on the cake,
Yeah.
And I just love that. I mean, y'all took that Patti LaBelle and Gambling Hub, sample, and y'all just made it into something really gravitating. And then to have Patty on the, video and stuff, I just really thought it was like a moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just really, Ryan. Lord, I said Ryan. I'm sorry, B.A.M. Excuse me. I'm talking about Ryan. B.A.M. That like for what you and Ryan did for the track, it just really, made people. And I noticed too, like Ja Rule and Ashanti was doing that. Everybody was kind of doing this like hip hop and R&B type of duet thing. If you get what I'm saying. And I look back at it and I'm like, wow, like Nelly and Kelly really, really, truly made a mark in history back in 2002. But not only that, I seen that I guess the hip hop and R&B duet thing, it works,
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you were the first in that.
Yeah. It works.
It does work. And that's why, is that like your favorite hit from your catalog? Is that one of your favorite hits?
That people know of, yeah.
Okay, I figured that.
Yeah. I mean, publicly where people have heard some of our music or my music, then yeah, that's like the one for me. And not just because I did it, it's just a jam. You know what I'm saying? I still just cut it on, or just still ride to it and listen to it. And, you know, even when you do concerts and stuff, just to see the audience just still singing it word for word like that so many years later, like, yo, that shit amazes me every time. I just posted a video a couple of days ago, like, yo, this never gets old to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, how did you feel when you got the call, or how you and Nelly and all y'all felt when that mug hit 1 billion on YouTube? I know that y'all was excited.
I think I saw it on his page first, and then I started getting a few tags. Yeah, it was one of those moments. You know what I'm saying? It's like to do this stuff, and I bumped into a long time ago, way when Kanye was on his little rise up. I went to one of his listening parties in Atlanta, and you know, we talked for a brief moment, but I told him I did Dilemma. He was like, "Whoa, yo," you know what I'm saying? So it was like, but just to do something like that and for it to impact people like that, man, it's crazy, and I don't know. You can't even explain that. I mean, you do this so long, and a lot of people could even now been doing this shit for years and can't say they won a Grammy or can't say they had a record that, you know what I'm saying? But for us to start off like that, or for me to start off like that, and just to reach that so soon, you know, that shit, you know what I'm saying? You can't top that feeling. You know, big shout out to Nelly and everybody that was, you know, part of that. But yeah, you can't top that feeling.
Yeah, and
now
I feel
you
like
can go down in history as the person that did, I did Dilemma. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so, look, I'll throw that tagline every time I did Dilemma. Well, what? I bet nobody ain't gonna tell you nothing. I'm just saying, look.
Right. But yeah, I appreciate that.
No problem, Bam. But like I said, you know, for you to get started Toya's career, Nelly's career, like you did so much. Like I feel like that's why I have to honor you because of what you've done for everybody's career. You know what I'm saying? And you really have taken so many people's career and made it so monumental in history and in Billboard history, but not in the history books for yourself, but for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so that's why I have to show you so much respect, you know?
Well, I appreciate it, yeah.
Oh, no problem. I gotcha. So now we're in the current music of 2021. Yes, sir. And I know you had a single out called Body.
Oh, man. Hey, you know.
Yes.
Singing is not really my thing. It's just one of those things where you be having so many records.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
You can. It just got to the point, I'm just tired of these records sitting in here. So I just picked one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do that and put it out myself. You know what I'm saying? The whole politics behind song placements these days, it's kind of like sometimes I just don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to give up so much, or people want so much from you. You know, it ain't like the record garbage. You know what I'm saying? This is a dope record. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning more now that it's not really about music these days. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think we so far away from the music that, you know, people just get lost in social media and I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's an artist that you, I guess, want to kind of, I don't even know the word, you know what I'm saying? But it's just really not about the music no more. So yeah, it's got to the point where I was tired of chasing people to, sing this record. Or he's trying to get these placements and doing this and doing that.
Right.
I was like, you know what, man, I can just put my own shit out.
And it was good. You sound like the Dream to me, to be honest. You sound like the Dream. You got that like light voice, but I was like, you sound like the Dream.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, it's jamming, you know.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's all that really mattered at the point. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I like it, so I'm gonna just put it out. And then, you know, my team, the writers.
The writers. Shout out to the writers.
Yeah, Cindy and Kelly, them you know.
Dope.
So they like it. Mo like it, you know. Well, I call Nelly Mo. We call him Mo.
Yeah, y'all call him Mo. Yeah.
He like it, so it was like, I like it, so I'm gonna just put this shit out here. Hopefully, somebody else like it.
Yeah, I did, and like I said, I listened to it. I like the sound. It sounds very futuristic, but it does sound like R&B, and that's why when you did the body, I was like, okay, this sounds like LSG. Shout out to my friend Daryl Delight, my boy, Slow Jam King. It sounds just like LSG. So I was like, okay, I see he kind of got this LSG-esque going on, got this little this 2021 current thing. But I love you and the writers. I feel like you guys together have this conglomerate of what y'all do with y'all pen.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all really make something understandable yourselves, but y'all can gravitate to R&B music, that feel good music that we love,
Right. Yeah. I can't wait
Yeah.
till y'all hear this new shit we got going
What? See, you and Ryan, y'all be playing these games because he said that too. He's like, we got some more coming. I said, well, what's up? Because I'm ready for the new music, okay?
Yeah. We got some shit in the vault.
That is dope. That is dope.
Actually,
Wow.
Morgan heard the volume. Yeah, he produced that joint with me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he dope. Yeah.
And I see George Love, your people in here. Like I said, St. Louis is deep. My best friend, she was in here. She said 314, so I seen her. She's on the live right now.
George, that's my guy. Still waiting on him to make it back to St. Louis, bro. When we gonna finish these records?
Wow, ma'am, I'm truly proud of you. That's why I have to show you so much respect in your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of people out here that give recognition to producers or songwriters, and that's why on my platform I have to always honor you and always honor your legacy. Because like I said, anything happen, we're not here no more. Somebody has to keep the legacy going.
Right.
Yeah. So yes, I'm truly, truly proud. So now, since today we talked about, your legacy and everything like that. So if you had to describe one word about Toya's album today, the 20th anniversary of Toya's album, what word would it be?
You know what? I've been trying to think of a lot of words.
Well, I got two.
Give me two of them.
I got two. I call it urban pop.
Okay, yeah.
I call it urban pop.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's got that bounce.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. My lady, she was saying that shit is like elevating. Like it was just a sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I got urban pop. That's cool.
I feel like with this album, when I listened to it today, I was like, wow, she had a groove to her, but you could tell it had hip hop elements, but you could tell it could cross over like a pop sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because even listening to it today, I'm like, yo, some of this shit can be put out now and still.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It reminds me of too when I had this conversation with Eric on Aaliyah's album on her third album, her last album before she passed. I had a conversation with him. I told him, I said, if you could put out this album now, it would be so dope. You know what I'm saying? Because the sound of what y'all were doing from 20 years ago is what everybody's trying to do now in 2021. You know what I'm saying? And just looking back at it, it's like, wow, y'all created a groove. And that's why I said every producer had its own thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then looking at it, it has an urban sound. We know what, R&B, hip hop, that beat and that, the drop. But you can tell it can cross over just like you did with Dilemma. Like it has that beautiful R&B hip hop sound, but you can tell it can cross over. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I call it urban pop.
Yeah, I'm with you on that then. Urban pop it is.
Yeah, I mean, y'all did it no matter what. I mean, it hit number one on the, Billboard Heat Seekers and just even chart alone right there just to go to show you that, Toya had a time. And I'm truly, truly proud of her and everything that you and, Ryan did for her. I mean, she was like, I guess I would say the first lady of St. Louis, if that makes sense, or she was one of them in the beginning of the 2000s.
One of them, yep. I think Toya. Then we had Penelope. She was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of them, but the couple that I can think of that I think really went out and got the deal and had some stuff out. I mean, it could be somebody else, but, my brain is, I'm at that age where.
It's all right. It's all right. But no matter what, I'm just, truly, truly proud of you and everything that you've done. And just, just excited about this album. Because like I said, I sat back today and I was like, wow, 20 years. I'm like, ooh, I remember a little bit. But as I sat back and look now, it's like, wow, it's really, really a dope album.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm sorry. My guy here from
oh, no, you
good. Said Ebony Eyes. Yep. Ebony Eyes. She was, yep. So 3 of them. I mean, I'm sure it's more. Chocolate Tie back then. I mean, I people in St. Louis know a lot about these.
Right.
People.
Like I said, y'all St. Louis people, y'all know everything. Look, all I know is Pretty Willie, Saturday Night Entertainment. That's pretty much all I know. Okay.
Where you from anyway?
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay, where you at now? That's where you at?
No, I'm in Texas. I live in Texas. Yes.
Oh yeah, my boy Art down there. Yeah, Arthur. Yeah.
Yeah. I live in Texas now. I can't do Louisiana now. They ain't my people no more. I love them, but nah, not.
You switched up on them. That's what's up.
Yeah, I guess in some type of way. But no matter what, hey, I still represent Louisiana no matter what, because I love the South. The South is, you know, my home, my bread. No matter what, it made me who I am today, and it made you as well who you are today.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to ask you, do you have any upcoming projects going on, Mr. Macon? What's going on with you?
The writers.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Oh,
working on
shout out
that.
to Cities Buddy and Ketley. Shout out to them.
Yeah, yeah, them like the two dopest, people that I know
Pen
right now.
games.
Yeah. Um, um, I got an artist I'm gonna be putting on myself under with the writers and called Marley,
Mm-hmm.
young rapper out of St. Louis.
Oh,
Got some more
wow.
stuff coming on him. And big shout out to my bro, man. His project coming out, I believe it's August 27th. Heartland
Oh,
Deli got his project coming out. So
okay. Are
you
you
know
on the
he got.
Are you on the project?
Nah, definitely not on the project.
Oh, okay.
But he got some dope people on the project. He got did the one with Georgia, the
Yeah, I
Florida,
seen
yeah,
that.
a little bit. He just
He
put out a
going.
new
He stay
joint.
that country route. Look, man. He stay
Yeah.
dominating country.
So definitely look out for that. Everybody go
Yeah.
check that out. He just put his new single just dropped called High Horse, featuring a guy named Breland and Blanco, something like
That's
that.
dope.
Yeah, but yeah, it's dope record. This project gonna be crazy. But yeah, definitely look out for that. Definitely look out for the writers in the future. Definitely look out for Marley in the future. And there's a couple other projects around St. Louis that's gonna be kind of dope. Got Costa, he out of St. Louis. My guy MC Trey out of St. Louis. Fresco. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you know Fresco Kane. Yeah, Fresco.
No. Is he an up and coming?
Definitely. No, just remember that name. Remember
Okay.
Costa. Yeah, just
Okay.
remember them names.
Look,
They
you
coming.
know I support my people. I got
Yeah.
a segment called Who's Next. So hey, if your people need to come, I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah, definitely. Who's next? Yeah, come on to St.
That's what's
Louis.
up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I am truly, truly proud of you. And you have gave me so much light and so much joy. And I'm just so proud of your legacy, man. Like, you really, really have touched so many of people's lives that I know.
I
And
appreciate
just
that.
truly proud that, you did Toya justice on here, because I do is that jam. That's a record, that's a bop, and we love that song. A lot of us, in the South and all over across the world. I mean, like I said, you had reels. I mean, you got teachers doing this, like the song, like a TikTok. I mean, this song is a timeless record, but not even that whole album is a really good urban pop record.
Yeah.
And no matter what has happened, even though Toya, I know, and it's crazy with Toya, she was on Hey Ma with Cameron. And I didn't know that she did the background for vocals for that. They played that on Verses with Dipset and the Lots.
hmm
But
Yeah, I
that
didn't know
alone,
that
like,
either. You hit me to a lot of
what?
yeah, you hit me
Oh
to a lot of
yeah,
stuff that she did. I'm like, oh, that's
she
dope.
did that. That's her voice
Yeah,
on Hey Ma.
yeah, I did. That's dope, man. I love to see her do
Yes.
something else. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just an EP or anything. But yeah,
Yeah, but I feel like no matter what has happened, her legacy is just really, to me, just great, because I mean, people like her, coming from St. Louis, being from where y'all come from, y'all really, really, made a huge impact in R&B and hip hop.
yeah.
And definitely for sure, I'm just so proud of you, and just want to give you my flowers on my platform and everything you done for R&B and everything for all of us.
I appreciate that, man. I want to thank you, and I appreciate your platform, and man,
Yes.
much success with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's only the beginning, but
Yeah.
I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Much success, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, do you have any last words before we do end the live today, on anything, on what you got?
Not really. I mean, just look out for the future. I saw. So I think I saw some of the questions you might ask, but I
Mm-hmm.
know one of them was my advice to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Any advice for anybody that wants to make it in the industry? Yeah.
No, just even what you having is just stay consistent, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like the biggest thing. Just stay consistent and
Mm-hmm.
don't let nobody tell you. You know what I'm saying? I know you hear that a lot, but the
Yeah.
biggest key is staying consistent and believing in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like the biggest. That's all I really want to say, man. And just look out for the writers in the future.
Come on, writers. Look, we know y'all pen game ain't nothing to play with. I'm just saying.
All right. So yeah, but I appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Mr. B.A.M. I am so proud of you, and congratulations for everything. And shout out to Toya. Thank you so much for everything, what you did for her. Shout out to Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to, the writers and everybody who really, really are changing the game in R&B and hip hop. So
Yeah.
now, thank you so much for being on my platform. We are done with my beautiful interview with Mr. Antoine B.A.M. Macon for the 20th anniversary of Toya. God bless you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so make sure you come back now.
What?
Don't come
Come
back.
back what?
Just come. I'm saying come back. We got some new stuff, so I'm gonna hit you up when we're ready to do this again.
Okay, well, like I said, let me know, and I got you.
Okay. All right.
God bless you. Thank you.
All right, you
Bye.
too. Bye.